All right, Carrie and I are heading into Bacchanal's here. It's an all-you-can-eat buffet here at Caesar's Palace. Costs around $90 per person to come in here. Now, Carrie being a diamond card holder for Caesar's, she got $100 off, and so our total cost was going to be around $73. I'm going to let you know if it's worth it at all because that's a lot of money for a buffet. So let's go in and check it out. All right, so let's get started. Now, as you walk into this place, all along the left, you have your seafood section. You got your cold, you got your lobster claws, you have different assortments of types of shrimp. You got clams, you got some squid-looking salad, and some mussels. As you turn the corner, now you get to some of the hot food. You got the seafood broil, a big bucket of the crab legs. Now you move on to where you get all your roast, your rib roast, you get your pork. There's a small sort of salad section there. You also get assortment of vegetables. Then on the corner, you have Mexican food. Now, why you're going to spend $90 to have tacos, I don't know, but they have it and they offer it. They have a pretty decent salsa bar that you can go ahead and get and work on. A pizza section, I didn't get any, but they have a large assortment of pizza that smelt really good, so that might be something you want to look at. They also have some short ribs that you can get. Then you get the charcuterie section, which was really nice. Lots of meats and cheeses to look at. You got Japanese section where you can have sushi rolls and things like that. You also have a pretty decent rotisserie chicken section where you have a lot of things you can choose from. And then in the very back corner is a Chinese food section. Now I can tell you why it's in the back. I'm telling you, it did not look good at all. Then they have they have some sort of finger foods, and you get some mashed potatoes. And I think I already showed you this, but the veggies and all that. You also have baskets of shrimp. Now let's move on to the main attraction, which is the dessert bar. And I'll tell you what, this does not disappoint. There are so many different types of desserts to really choose from. And so I'm telling you, you can eat till you drop, man. There's a lot of stuff here. We picked through it, but at the end of this video, or end of this here, I'm gonna show you what I ate and I'm gonna give you my review of our dinner. Started out with the salad and the charcuterie board, went and then got me an appetizer. The main course, I had the lobster, the clams, and then also I went in and had the crab legs, and I had to go back for more. Then I moved on to prime rib, mashed potatoes, gravy, and veggies, and ended with the desserts. Now I'm going to give you my honest review. All right, so on with the review. As I mentioned in the beginning, if you're going to go in there straight and you're going to want to go ahead and eat there, it's going to cost you around $90 per person. With Carrie being a Platinum Caesars card holder, our costs went way down. She got a $100 credit. She had a couple points on her card. So it ended up costing us $73 for both of us. So that was around $36, $37 a piece, which going into it, I thought that was going to be okay. Now, getting on into the food, when you first get in there, you're excited about, at least for me, I'm excited about getting into the seafood, especially the lobster. And as my thumbnail showed, its looks can be deceiving. Let me tell you what, you do not get a whole lobster. The only thing you get to choose from is lobster claws, and the lobster claws are cold. And I'm telling you what, lobster's meant to be eaten hot with melted butter, and they were terrible. They were cold, they were tough, they were hard, they were chewy, so I didn't like it. The clams were decent, but again, you just can't, all your seafood just can't be cold, or at least, all the shrimps and things like that. I like that warm. Around the corner, you get that seafood broil, which I didn't get, but I moved on to the crab legs, which I thought was the best part of the seafood section, and you can just keep digging in to your heart's content. I thought the best part of the meal really was the prime rib in that in that beef section. They gave you a really thick piece of prime rib. It was really well done, nice medium rare, which I liked, and the gravy, the potatoes, and some veggies. The charcuterie board was really, really well done, I thought. There was so much to choose from, lots of different cheeses and meats, and I dug into that a couple times. The one disappointing thing for me was the lack of salad selection. Now, they did offer some, But I like to build my own salad. I want some greens, be able to get some lettuce and some tomato and cucumbers and things like that to sort of build your salad. But they really only had one or two to choose from, and they were really disappointing. Um, I did, eat a lot of different things. I got to dig in on Carrie's side. Moved after dinner, moved into that. The dessert section, which again is just so much to choose from, and we ate. I think we got $36 worth of food each. I'll tell you that. Now, was it worth even $36? Absolutely not. I'm telling you what. I mean, if you're looking at quantity, then sure, I guess it is. I guess $36 would be okay. But I'm looking at not just quantity, I want quality. And I just felt that it just really wasn't all that it was cracked up to be. So if you're going to go to Caesar's Palace and you're going to go to that buffet, I'll tell you what, my opinion is it's just not worth it. It's definitely not worth $90 per person. So that's my review of the buffet. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, keep dreaming, travel safe. You know what? Also subscribe to our channel as we continue our travels. And in just a couple of months, we're heading off to Europe again. So look forward to sharing those adventures with you. Have a great day.